Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Connor. You guys can call me Superior. And today I have a pretty interesting video for you guys that I think a lot of you guys are going to find extremely useful, extremely informational, and are going to take a lot of good pieces of information from and hopefully transfer that to your Call of Duty Black Ops 3 gameplay and improve your gameplay just a little bit. And make yourself an even better player than you were before watching this video. So I'm going to be talking about all of the best guns in Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and what I mean by that is I'm going to take the best gun from each category, like submachine gun, assault rifle, shotguns, light machine guns, and snipers, and tell you which one statistically is the best. Not which one I like the feel of or what one I like the best, but talking pure statistics here, just weapon stats and everything like that, which weapon in each category is the best one in the game. So if you guys do enjoy the video, if you learn anything, you find anything I say in this video helpful, if you hit the thumbs up button, that'd be greatly appreciated. It helps get the video out there, the channel out there, and it's just, you know, it's a win-win for everybody. And also, if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'll give you a kiss on the forehead. So like I said, this is completely stat based. It's not, you guys might disagree with some of these, but it's just, like I said, it's completely just based around actual facts, and they might not perform the best in game, but statistically they are the best weapon in each category. So without further ado, let's get into this and let's break down some of the weapons in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 just a little bit further. So the first category I wanted to talk about was actually submachine guns. Now, before we talk about what the best submachine gun is, I wanted to say that all the submachine gun statistics are very similar, and I just kind of picked the one that was atop the category in most different categories in there. So the best SMG that I found based on stats is the Pharaoh. Reason being, it is tied for the fastest ADS time without quick draw. So with that being said, it is the fastest ADSing submachine gun. It has the highest damage of any submachine gun, as it should, since it is a burst one. It does a 35 damage at close range, 30 damage at medium range, and then a 19 damage at long range, which means it's a 5 to 6 shot kill at long range. But you know, that's kind of expected when you're talking about submachine guns. It also has the second longest overall range with the second fastest fire rate. Now, since it has the second fastest fire rate, it is a burst gun, which means that the fact that it has the second fastest fire rate is absolutely just ridiculous and kind of unbelievable. But in my opinion, the most important thing to look at when comparing weapons is the time to kill. The Pharaoh has the fastest time to kill of any submachine gun, which at the end of the day is the most important, because when you're in a gunfight, if I have a Pharaoh and you have a Weevil and we're just shooting into each other's chest, the Pharaoh will win 10 times out of 10 just because it's the fastest time to kill when in a gunfight with any other submachine gun. Now, the next category we're going to talk about and break down a little bit is the assault rifle. Now, the assault rifle was also like the submachine gun, as in every assault rifle was pretty similar, except for the full auto and the burst and the single shots. Added a little bit of a variety in there, but you know, it's still pretty informational. So the best assault rifle I found was the Man of War. Now, reason being, I wanted to pick one that was full auto. I didn't really find a good way to compare like the Shiva to a full auto one, except for the time to kill. So we'll get into that here in a minute. But the Man of War is the highest damage of all the full auto assault rifles in the game. It has a higher damage than the ICR, the KN-44, all the other full auto assault rifles. This is the highest damage. It's a 40 damage at close range and a 30 damage at long range. It also has the fastest time to kill of all the fully automatic assault rifles. And the only downside that I really found with the Man of War was the slow rate of fire, but that can be easily corrected with rapid fire. Just slap that attachment on it, and it'll no longer have the slowest rate of fire. So the next category we're talking about is the shotguns, and the shotguns was an absolutely fucking blowout. The Argus won in every single category. It is the highest damage, longest range, fastest reload, and the fastest time to kill. So the shotguns was completely just an utter blowout. Now, next I wanted to talk about the LMGs. Now, the LMGs, I think it's pretty obvious what the best one is, or at least the one that I find myself dying to the most in Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and that is the Gorgon. But the Gorgon has a lot of downsides, but it also has a few upsides. that we're going to talk about. So the Gorgon has the slowest movement of pretty much any gun in the game. You're going to be running slower with the Gorgon than any other light machine gun, any assault rifle, any submachine gun, any sniper rifle even. So the Gorgon's slowest movement, and that's a huge downside, but it has the highest damage of any full auto in the game, and I'd even go so far to say that it is the highest damage of any full auto gun in Call of Duty history. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it is definitely the highest damage of any full auto gun in the game. It does a 50 damage at close to medium range and then a 49 damage at long range. But as long as you hit him in the chest or above, it still will be a 2-shot kill. It is the second fastest reload of any light machine gun, which I guess you would expect since it has the smallest clip of any light machine gun, but most importantly, it has the fastest time to kill. So that means if you're in a head-on-head gunfight, Gorgon versus like a 48 Dredge or whatever that burst one is, you will win the gunfight 10 times out of 10 with the Gorgon since it has the fastest time to kill. Now for the sniper rifles, it gets a little bit weird. All right, it's not the one you would think. It is actually the Dracon or Dracoon. I don't really know how to say it, and that is weird because it is the first one you unlock. It is actually unlocked at level 1. You don't even need to spend an unlock token to unlock it. It has the fastest rate of fire, the most ammo, the fastest reload, and the fastest time to kill, assuming you don't get a one-shot with something like the SVG or the Locust, which, you know, isn't always going to happen. You do get a lot of hit markers with those weapons, but the Draken is the most consistent of all of them. It does have the lowest damage of any sniper rifle, but with the ridiculously fast fire rate and you be able to shoot the thing almost as fast as your trigger finger really makes this gun a true contender in any gunfight with any other weapon in the game. So there is the 5 best weapons in Call of Duty Black Ops 3, just breaking it down category by category. If you guys want to voice your opinions, or if you think anything I said you disagree with me, like I said, this was purely off stats, and it was mostly personal judgment, because like assault rifles and submachine guns, it was very close, and a lot of the submachine guns were very similar to the Fair One stats, and a lot of the assault rifles were similar to the Man of Warren stats. So if you have any opinions on any of this, just comment them down below. Click the thumbs up on the video if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully you learned something new. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. I'll catch you all later. Peace out.